Well, let's start with a little house in the sunflower field. Here you can see the little house and the sunflowers. And that is what I want to put down on this canvas. I'm Zet from Zetster's Lab. And this is just to show you step by step how to paint a little house in a sunflower field. And when it's done, it's done. So let's go. Remember how I always tell you what we need to do, the first step? We need to just think like a child. This is not going to be difficult. This is going to be fun. So first of all, I always just wet my canvas, and really if the water is a little bit dirty, it's no problem. It's just to help my acrylic paint. I always paint with acrylic paint to flow nicely onto this canvas. And you know what? Usually when I have art workshops, and we have the large canvases, we always paint with our hands. So let's do it. Let's do a little bit of finger painting. So first of all, I'm going to do the background. I'm going to do the sky. So I think my sky today is going to be blue. And remember how I always tell you, always use 3 colors, because then we immediately have the beautiful shading that there's always, when you look at the sky, there's always shading of color. Even if it's only blue, it's not just one blue, it's different blues. So now when I've got a huge canvas, I use all 4 fingers. But now I've got a smaller canvas. This canvas pad is 30 by 40 centimeters. So I am now just going to start by using my hands. Just let me see if my focus is right. Yep, it's fine. So I'm going to start washing the canvas. Look, I'm just going. I just wash. When you look at the picture, you will also see that, oh boy, that this sky is more than 2/3 of my picture. So I will make sure that the sky is 2/3. Now look at this. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? What I did not overpaint. That is the biggest thing. When you use your 3 colors, you make sure that you don't overpaint, because what happens when you work and work and work this, it becomes one color. So there I've got my sky. Now listen, I just clean my hands here at the bottom, because there's always a little sky shining onto your field and things. There's always blue coming through. So that's what that is. Now on the bottom part of my picture, let me just show it again. I'm going to ask my husband to put this up on the side so that you can know exactly what I'm talking about. So now I'm going to do the green of the sunflowers. So I made the blue. The sky here is white. I wanted it blue. Now I'm just going to put in some green. So once again, now remember, I've got blues at the bottom. I've got different colors. So I'm going to just put a little bit of yellow in as well. And now look what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the field, but I'm going to use my 2 fingers. Look there. I'm just going to apply the paint like this. Life is just supposed to be easy and fun. That's what I want to teach you with this workshops, just to let go. I mean, a lot of you got very, very stressful jobs, and I understand that, and then there comes times when you really just need to relax. Just learn to let go. This is what this is all about. Right, so I'm just going to clean this now here on a rag. I always have a very dirty rag next to me to clean my hands. Right, so this is the end of my hands painting. So it's very easy. I think this was about 2-3 minutes. Everything is on. The canvas is wet. I've got my sky. I've got my greenery. Now I need to put in the house. So today I think I'm going to use a palette knife. You can buy them all over the place. So I use acrylic paints and I use palette knives or just paint brushes, whatever I feel like. So now in order for me to get my little house on, I need some paint. So I'm going to put the paint, whoops. Now I've messed, but that's fine. Now how do we paint? I put the paint on my palette knife. I'm going to do the walls now. So how do I paint a house? Think like a child. I'm going to put, in Afrikaans we call this a driehoek. Can you see? It's got 3 sides. That's all. You think like a child. There's your little triangle. Now what do? Now you go down. You make a little square. Can it be so easy? Yes. There's your little square. And don't worry if you have a little bit of green in. Remember, the grass is also, it shines on your little white house and there will be green. Shine a little bit of green. So that is the side of the house. Now in order we're going to do the front. So now it's going to be not a square. It's going to be a little bit longer. Remember, it's behind the grass, so don't worry about that now. I'll tell you now what to do. But you see what I'm doing? Everybody can do this. A child can do this. You can do it. You just think like a child. So you had your little triangle. You had your little square. Now you're going with a longer piece there. Sorry, I'm Afrikaans, and at some days my English just disappears. This is one of those. So now what do I do now? Now I've got my walls. I've built my walls. And now look at this. I'm just going to put a little bit of white pieces in here in my felt. I'm just going to clean this thing here. Now look, I'm going over with the green onto, and now as soon as I start to work my grasses again, what happens? It comes forward, so the little house goes to the back, because my grass, my sunflowers are now once again coming forward. So you just take your palette knife and you just make a little bit of grass here, grass there, put in some white to give it more. Look, if I scrape it out there, the blue comes off, comes out again. Beautiful. Look at this. Right, so my house is at the back. My grass, sunflowers, is in front. I have my different colors. There I go. Now what will we do? I think let's go for a brown red roof. So once again, I just clean my palette knife on my side. Now I'm going to start with the roof. So once again, put some paint on. Look there, it's just, there you go. Now I'm just bringing it down with a palette knife. There comes my roof. There was a, it actually only goes there. So you make that, you make the same stripe there, and there you put on your roof. And look there, just by doing this, the blue comes. And now I've got a kind of thatch roof. Think like a child. There it comes. Now what do I do with this again? I clean it here. Because there's always a little brown in my field as well. Brown coming through. So I apply the brown. Isn't this great? What I can also do is for the stems for my sunflowers, I'm just taking the same brown and I'm just putting it on the side of my palette knife. And there I go. You see, I am not showing you how to create a masterpiece that's going to take you days. I want to teach you how to start creating, how to start enjoying your life, how to get free from all the structure, just helping you to let go. So just there. Right, now I clean it again. Now you can see I made a little bit of a mess there. Well, what do? I just scrape it off. That's it. Great. Now I can put a little door in here as well. Let's make it a red door. So I take my red paint. Oh, that's starting to get a little bit. Struggling to get it out. So I take my red paint. I'm gonna paint with my palette knife a little door. Think like a child. There's the door. Beautiful. I don't know, there's a kind of hard little piece there. Once again, now I'm going over my field again. I've got a little bit of red left. Let's make it some red in the roof. Right, what do I do with this? I clean it in my field. Always a little bit red shining through. Great. You see, it's just layer upon layer. You just apply it onto your canvas. You clean it. Now what happened to the door? Now you can see the door is up again in front. Now I go over with my grass again. And the wind is blowing to this side. It looks like it. Why? Because I think I'm right-handed, so I go to that side. I would love to have a little bit of more yellow in my painting, so let's just put very lightly some yellow, because the sun is shining. Oh, but I must remember I still need to put in my sunflowers, so I mustn't have too much yellow. Right, so now we're going to leave it like this for a while. And then let's start with the sunflowers. Now, always in the middle of a sunflower, you always get your little brown spot. So I'm just taking this brown, Remember, it's layer upon layer, so this is just one. So this is my first sunflower. I look on the picture and I see, okay, there's one, there's one. So I just put it on. I've got a little one here that's kind of dry, so I'm struggling to get it out, but I use all my paint. Look there, you just apply it onto your canvas. You don't think, it really does not matter where you put it. At the end you're going to watch and see, oh, I should want another one here, I want another one there, and then you just apply it. Okay, there's some sunflowers. That is the little circles. Another circle, another circle. Let's make one there at the bottom. Great. So there's the first layer of the inside of the sunflower. Now I'm going to get a little bit of black. If I can find mine, this is it. Just for a little bit of accent, I'm just going to put a little bit of black in as well. Just here and there. You don't think. You just apply. What I also would like to do is just on my roof sides, just apply a little bit of black. Remember the shading on the little house, and then at the bottom it's a little bit more dark, so I just apply some black. Because you always remember your shading. There's always shades between your field, your plants, and your house. Always shades. Right, so what I'm going to do now I'm going to do my sunflower. Now I'm going to take the yellow, and then what I'm really going to do, wait, I've got a small little palette knife. It's going to work easier. Now look what I'm doing. I'm really just applying this yellow around this. It does not have to be perfect. And then there it is, my first sunflower. Don't think, just enjoy it. Just enjoy playing with your. So this is what you do. There I have two. That's it. Look how beautiful. So after I'm now going to continue with adding the little yellow flower pieces. Oh, it's beautiful. Whoops, and let's make it a little flower coming out here. Great. Start there. You see, and the awesome thing about painting is you can never ever make a mistake. It's not a mistake. You just make another flower, or you take the green over it again. Look there. I'm not thinking. I don't care. This is the most awesome thing for me when I paint while talking, because I cannot think then about my paint. I just apply it. That's it. Look, they are not perfect. Not one is perfect. I mean, nothing is the same. It's different because the wind's blowing. And we are just playing here. We are just... Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you for joining me. I'm excited. I am. That one is in front of the other one. I'm creating. When I get up here, when this is done, I will have another beautiful painting. And if I can do it, you can do it. All you need is just to know a few techniques, and I'm sharing with you whatever I've learned. I do not have a degree in art. I just have a degree in creating. Creating a degree in life. A degree in just start enjoying your life. And I'm a teacher at heart, so everything that I've been given, I want to give away and get people going. So there it is, my friends. This is my little house with a little sunflower field. Isn't it beautiful? Now there's a little bit of yellow still left. I'm just making some more stems there, so that it looks as if they've got stems. And that is it. So what do you think we still need? I think I'm just going to give them the little house windows. There's a window. There's another window. There's the little side. There's this side. Just making it a little bit of shading there. A little line. And there we've got our beautiful little house.